In your walk with Christ, in my walk with Christ, there will be times we are following God, and that's what we're to do. We're to be followers of a shepherd. We're following God, and we'll get to a place where we can't see his footprints, and we can't catch his scent. And we got to do the last right thing he told us to do, and we got to keep on walking. We don't know how's it going to turn out when the doctor said cancer. Lord, where are you? How's it going to turn out when my kids aren't following you like I want them to or God wants them to? How's it going to turn out in my marriage? How's it going to turn out in my business? What's it going to look like when the market does this or does that? How's this going to be? And you're going to have to just follow God and realize he's got untraceable plans. He's at work when we can't see him at work, so that we keep following him. And then at some point we go, oh. Do you have places like that in your life? Do you kind of go, how did I get to this job? How did I end up in this marriage? How did I end up in this family? How did I end up in this town? How did I end up in this place? Oh, that's what you were doing. Now I look back. I met so-and-so for this other purpose. I thought it was this and it was this. When I lost my job here, I gained my job here, and look what you did. When I went through that trial that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, you did something in me that changed who I am for all of eternity. Think about Joseph, not Mary and Joseph in the New Testament, Joseph in the Old Testament. Joseph in the Old Testament gets sold into slavery by his brothers, thrown into a well. What if they would have said, yeah, but at the end of the book, Joseph, you're going to be the head of Egypt, second in command in Egypt, and your brothers are going to come to you, and you're going to give them food in the midst of a famine. Oh, well, that's fine then. But he didn't know the end of the story. It's untraceable what God can do. Can I just tell you from my own life? I'm amazed and just, wow, I get to be your pastor here at our great church. What an amazing thing. And before we had multi-campuses, the Loop campus was the only campus, and I came as a teenager. My student ministry came to this very room, and we sat right up in the middle of the balcony, and we came for a youth event called Something's Happening in Houston that was a citywide youth event, and I came as a teenager, and they shared the gospel, and I just sat up there just amazed, new in my faith, took one of my friends out, and we went to the road right out here, Memorial Woods Road, and sat in his Camaro. Does it feel like the 80s? And I led him to Christ right there. If you'd have told me at 17 years old I'd be the pastor decades later, I couldn't even have handled it. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I mean, I was at that stage, I was just working on trying to quit cussing. I mean, that's about the level I was at, much less trying to figure out the age of the earth. I mean, so I've grown a little bit. How do these things happen? They're untraceable. God does things that you just can't imagine. Hey, thanks for watching. To find out more about Houston's First, you can subscribe to our channel, or you can go to houstonsfirst.org.